I'm 507-621-2326. Fraser's in, Juliet's in, Heather and Eric are in. Some cowboys in. A few technical difficulties there for a second.
Very good.
Juliet Nelson.
Oh, hi. Hi.
Hi, Juliet.
Hi, Bruce.
Hi, Colin.
I don't know.
Hi, Norman.
Alec.
There we go. Yeah, that's my
Oh, there's Margaret.
Good morning, folks.
Usual.
hi. Hi from Chesterfield.
Good evening.
Well, good evening. I mean, 6 o'clock in the UK.
Oh,
Hi.
Hello, Colin. How are you?
Very well, very well. Hi, Norman. How you doing? I haven't seen you for yonks.
We were just little kids when we met before.
Yeah.
But anyway, good to see you. And then there's Lyle.
And you?
We're doing good. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Behaving well, which is very difficult.
Yeah.
I'll mute us for now.
Hi, Colin. Hi, Kathleen.
Hi, yeah.
Lucy.
Hi, Lucy.
Good to see you. Ooh. How's Fraser?
We
With the
can see,
hat.
we can see Lorraine West's top of her head.
Hi, I'm here.
Only from here up there.
Hey, that works better. There.
There's a very young Madge behind you, Alec.
That very young, yes. Back when we met her,
Yeah.
when I met her.
Ian. Hi, Ian. Helen.
hello.
We had a little technical
Eventually.
difficulty at the start there, so we'll give it a few minutes for everyone to come in.
Hi, Haley.
Hi.
Ah, hello, baby.
Yeah, she just fell asleep. Of course.
Aw,
Cute.
That's Blair, the newest addition.
she's the youngest Zoomer.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
He's a little deepy.
Hi, Blair. Hi, honey.
Fraser, you look like you should be breaking out into some sort of a song.
Really?
I'm currently sitting in the front of a boat right now with Haley's brother. We've got a small family fishing tournament going on.
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
One of those ones. There's $100 on the line here, so.
Hi, Jane.
Hey, Mariel. Hey, Wendy.
Hi,
Hello,
Mika.
Sadie.
How are you?
Hello.
Hey, Jane.
Christopher and Claire, where are you guys?
Can't hear you, Jane.
Greetings from Ireland.
Ireland.
Dublin, Ireland.
Right next door to Lorraine somewhere.
Here.
What part?
Hi, Sadie. I have to say this is pretty neat because from my perspective, I can get up to 50 screens on here, and right now I'm up to about 22. So it keeps going. Yeah. So you may see me hold up a camera from time to time, take a picture. Hi, Joan. Yay! Joan's here. That means M&M will be nearby.
Peekaboo, hey, there's the birthday lady.
Alwyn's coming up.
Hi.
Where's
Hi, Grandma.
Hi. Yes, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Birthday.
The Queen has
Oh, look at
arrived.
that.
Tilt yours down just a little, Joan. You're cutting your chins off.
Do a couple emails, there are a couple emails coming in.
Joan, turn your screen down a wee bit.
Not sure she can hear you.
Celia here yet? Oh, there's Ron.
Hi, Ron.
Hiya, just trying to get a handle on everybody just for a moment. Yep, hi. Will you be with us in just a minute? Happy birthday, Auntie Margaret.
Thank you.
Tilt your screen down, Mom, Joan. Tilt your screen down just a bit. Okay, so we can see your faces. That's the same.
Gosh, a lot of people.
Happy birthday, Madge. Happy birthday from Calgary and Edmonton.
I'm asking it from me. Oh, here we are.
Auntie Margaret, did you know, I've just worked it out today, next weekend you will be 10 years young, 10 years younger than the whole of Northern Ireland.
Oh.
Well, there's always a bright side, isn't there?
Hey. Yeah.
There
Oh,
we go.
there.
That's it,
That's
beauty.
better.
There we go.
That is better.
Hi, Helen and Ian. I see you in the middle.
Hold on, my great granddaughter. Wait, I have to mute now.
Got two going now.
There's the latest Turner.
Don't
That's,
forget to
you're
turn
seeing
your
the
volume
latest
off too,
Turner.
Margaret.
Mom is pinned.
Okay, I'm muted now.
Okay, we had a little technical glitch there, just kind of a few minutes before the meeting, so just give people another few minutes to come in.
Okay,
Oh,
there's our my great granddaughter. 2 months old.
We're pinned on Joan and Margaret.
And due to COVID, none of us have been able to see her yet.
Unfortunately.
Oh,
This summer, I promised this summer, right by July. We'll gather at the cottage if we can.
Owen, are you gonna give us some video?
Are we there? Are we there? Are we ready?
Oh, we
Leslie, hi Leslie, hi Paul.
Put a bit louder. We have 28 people. We have 28 people at the moment. Where's, where did you see Chris?
25 holes, but then.
Oh, that's better.
25 holes. So it's more.
Oh, there. Hi, Chris.
Hey, Margaret, happy birthday.
Thank you.
This is really something to celebrate. Glad we can be a part of it. We're just in different venues. I think Heather's with her dad there.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's another Chris somewhere else, isn't there?
Dawn, can you check your email quickly, see if you're getting any questions on entering?
Okay. No, I just had one.
I'm good too. I just responded to 2 people.
Okay. Let us know when you want to
Yeah.
start. Other Chris, I
Well,
don't know where
just going-
the other Chris is.
There's
Hi, Sam.
There's Natasha.
there's
Sam.
Eric.
Sam can't hear me.
Leslie.
Uh-huh.
Mariel down
Meeting
there. There's
room.
Mariel. Mariel.
Yeah. Oh, Mariel, hi.
Margaret's
Hi, Mariel.
name.
Yeah, I figured you'd
happy
be on a
birthday, Margaret.
I don't have a computer.
Lorraine. Hi, Lorraine.
So what's your
Hi.
plan? Did that go okay this morning?
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. I am exhausted and I have a ton of coursework to do and I want to go out to Orleans, so I don't really know what I'm doing right now.
Chris and Claire.
Well, can you split
There
your
you are.
course
There's
over
Chris
today
again.
and
Hi.
tomorrow?
Chris
Yeah.
and Claire, hi.
I guess I'll just have to take my computer with me to the east side.
Yeah, there's Ann. Hi.
Wow, yeah.
Who else do we have?
Rain.
Fraser. Hi, Fraser.
Mm-hmm.
Heather. Hi.
And Eric.
Fraser. Oh,
Beside
Eric.
him,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hi, Eric.
Hi.
Linda and Bruce.
But Sylvia Mann still can't get in. Sylvia Mann is still trying to get in.
And tell her just to click on the link, not the code.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell her that.
This is good already, just to see everybody.
Yes, it is. Sam. there's
Sadie Frame.
Sam.
There's Sadie
Good
Frame.
signal.
Yes, I know.
We're kind of hearing lots of stories, Margaret.
Sorry?
We're counting on hearing lots of stories.
Oh, you'll hear a few.
Mhm.
I had to do it in decades because it was difficult to remember back to the beginning.
Auntie Madge, how do you say hello in sign language? Uncle Sam is there. Oh, sorry, it's
Just say good to see you.
is it a good? hello?
Good
to see you.
Good to
hello.
see you. Okay.
See you.
Yay! Yes.
Yay. Uh-huh.
Sam, to the rest of you, I have to tell you, Sam is deaf mute,
Yes. Yes.
but he enjoys everything.
I know H.
He's
E.
telling you.
H.
Yeah.
Hello.
Well done. I used my sign language like that about 3 days ago for the first time in probably 10 or 15 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you?
So great to see him.
That's Irish. That's I mean.
A
pardon me,
British sign
English.
language.
British sign language.
Yes. That's two hands where you do it one-handed in Canada, don't you?
I know, and I once tried it, and I had to keep my other hand back behind my back.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
keep it
All together.
which caused Sam a great deal of mirth. Anyway, but I still talk in British Sign Language.
Yes.
Hello, Audrey and Ken.
Oh yeah, you're down
Yeah,
at the
down
bottom
in
there.
the
Yeah.
corner here. We only see your nose up, Audrey.
Hi, Eric. Alex.
Mhm.
So we have
Well, Alex
29.
is here,
Still
too.
can't see Sylvia Mann is still trying to get in, but
No, we're not. No, you can see me.
Very true.
There's Alex. Hi, Alex.
Can you send the link again, Alec?
Hello. He's taking a
Alex,
picture.
Alex.
Hi, Heather, Eric.
Clever idea.
Yeah.
Why don't we start?
Yeah, let's start.
Well, let's just give it a minute or so. You know,
Mika,
we're
it's
going to
quarter
get
past already.
started in a second. Yeah.
Yeah.
At least I can remember it.
Gonna start, Alec, you can still let people in?
well, I'm not even letting people in. It's just open. So I'm just sending Sylvia Mann the link again here. So
Okay.
then I'll
We'll
open
get
it up
started.
there.
So most things are.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Leslie. Hi. Oh, and Paul. Hi, Paul. Good to see you.
I've just done that. Sorry about the delay, guys.
Did you notice, Leslie, that Blair is here? Isn't that cute?
Hi, Les. Hi, Paul.
Sent that to Sylvia. So we'll start things off, I guess, because she should be able to get in quite quickly once she gets that. Started. I'd like to Margaret's 90th virtual birthday party. Just give you a heads up. We'd like everyone to just mute their mics for part of the program so we don't get a lot of background noise.
Yes.
Margaret speaking, so everybody can mute their mics right now. We'll ask certain people to unmute their mics to give a birthday wish partway through the program, and also for the singing of happy birthday.
Sadie.
And
Hi, Sadie.
I'll leave the Zoom open afterwards as well, so we can stay. Anyone who wants to stick around, do a little more chatting, that'll be possible as well. So I will be doing, Joan will be doing some screen sharing, and we will be spotlighting a few people from time to time. So hopefully we can make all that work. Bear with us. We're not Apple, but we'll do the best that we can to keep it flowing. All right. Over to, Margaret and Mikkel, you need to move the computer a little farther away from you so that we can see you a little better. And I'm going to turn the spotlight over to them for right now.
Okay. Okay, that's good.
Well, I have to share a screen here.
Yeah, you're open to share the screen.
Okay.
Okay, well, it's my privilege on this occasion to have the first word, but I'm not the guest of honor. So it's my pleasure to welcome and greet all of our many friends and family members who have taken the time to join this Zoom presentation from all corners of the globe, you know, well, not quite. But in any case, it's a great time to join and have a Zoom presentation to celebrate the 90th birthday of my wonderful wife here, who's right here beside me. Margaret Madge Watson Weir Turner is her name. Okay. And Madge at 19. So we both, Margaret and I, in our own family settings, were experiencing the trauma emanating from the illness and premature passing of our first partners, Percy Weir and Emma Fraser Turner, and that was in the spring of 1978. Since we were both immigrants to Canada, we spent much of the summer reconnecting with our respective families overseas. It was going to be a difficult year ahead for both our families, and of course, Margaret and I had never met at that point, so that is a piece of hindsight, but we were both in the same space at the same time. Then over the Labor Day weekend, a certain friend by the name of Sadie Frame, a long time Scottish friend of both Emma and myself, brought Margaret, her new work partner, to the Highland Cottage on Crow Lake, near Sharbock Lake, for a visit. Margaret had just started her real estate career at Raven Realty, owned by Ken Raven. That was the point in time when our two separate life journeys converged, and it turned out to be a miraculous moment. And I do just want to take a few more minutes during this introduction to make a few personal observations. From my perspective, when Margaret came into my life, it was as if the darkness in my world had vanished, replaced by an abundance of light. For me and my two sons, Lyle and Alec, we added Brian and Joan. Yes, our first girl. How fortunate can one be to having, aside from a new normal bumps on the road, a merged family who treat each other as brothers and sisters in a loving family of 6. Now, just before I turn this over to Margaret, I would like you to know that I actually started my new relationship with Margaret on the wrong foot. As two Geminis with strong personalities, I got a little too enthusiastic about speeding up our bonding to the extent that I made the serious mistake of bowing down to Margaret in an act of, well, actually nothing short of submission, which has, of course, haunted me ever since, right? I ended up prostrate on the floor, kissing her feet. Now, if only Brian had not appeared out of nowhere and taken a picture for the record, you know, it would probably have vanished into the annals of history. But then again, Joan said yesterday, or was it the day before, that you two are such a good match for each other. You are like joined at the hip, similar background, similar interests, and a similar outlook on life in general. Well, we do have our occasional moments, but the truth of the matter is that on November the 25th of this year, God willing, we will celebrate 43 years of life together. Finally, as we downsized to live on the 12th floor of an apartment building, Margaret pined some because she no longer had a garden. Well, all these years I've cherished a plaque which came from my father's garden in Ireland. And after all, he was a horticulturalist, an excellent gardener. And this picture, or two, shows you...
I did it exactly as it's written.
With a capital.
Yeah.
It shows you, can you get me picture 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Picture 2 is a plaque that came from my dad's garden. The kiss of the sun for pardon, the song of the birds for mirth. One is nearer one's God's heart in a garden than anywhere else on earth. Now that has graced our kitchen counter as a picture trivet. It might disintegrate outside in the Canadian winter, and I did want to preserve it forever. So, so many plants on our balcony now that there is, Margaret can hide there because you can't really see her, can you? Just at the very back against the, and then you can see her knees. And of course, there's absolutely no space for me and my lounge chair, more submission.
You lie.
I lie. When one moves into a new relationship, it becomes evident that you move into a new era on life's journey, just as one might think of AD and BC. Well, I came to think of BM, before Margaret, and AM, after Margaret. But since each of us had a solid relationship with our past partners, we each need to tell each other about our first era as much as we can remember. The problem is there's no written record to refer back to, and if indeed it was written, it would be many volumes. But this is not my story to tell, as Margaret has decided to celebrate her 90th milestone by presenting a retrospective of her life story by a PowerPoint with lots of assistance from the younger generation. So again, thank you for coming and happy 90th birthday, Margaret.
Thank you. Actually, it wasn't.
Hang on a second. We could just ask everybody to make sure that they're muted for a while. Make sure your mute button is on. Thanks.
Yeah, for some reason, I can't mute everybody in this mode today. For some reason, I was able to before, but we were hearing someone talking there.
Okay, well, we'll go. Before I start, I must explain that I did not have the idea of telling my life story. Certain kids came up with this bright idea. And we've been looking through millions of pictures for the last week and up to the last minute adding more pictures to my story. So here goes. First of all, I've been requested to read a poem that I wrote just short time ago. Memories. I've been to many places, explored our wondrous world, or mountains, plains, and oceans before my eyes unfurled. Botanical explosions of color, shape, and size, and animals exotic have opened up my eyes. My head is full of pictures of beauty, form, and grace, of helpful, kindly people from many a different race. I sometimes sit and wonder how much a brain can hold, or why with all these memories my brain does not explode. So that's, you're going to get some of those memories right now. I was born this day in 1931 in Belfast, Northern Ireland. When I was about the age of 6, I got a star for writing my first poem, Jack Frost. I can still remember it. It was 4 lines. Jack Frost was born one winter night. The moon and the stars, they gave him light. But he needs no light wherever he goes, for wherever he goes, it snows and snows. I should have been warned not to pay attention to the snow, because I came to Canada and see lots of it. When the Second World War began in 1939, I was 8 years old. Let's turn that a little bit so I can see yours. Okay. Here I am in 1949 with ringlets wearing, oh, that's the next one. With the ringlets wearing my Easter bonnet. During 1941, Belfast was heavily bombed because of the work at the shipyards and aircraft factories. I saw the devastation firsthand: fire, homeless, lost children and adults. Fire on every side of the road I was walking on.
What's going on here?
My mother, my sister, and I were evacuated. Okay, sorry, Mom. My mother, my sister, and I were evacuated to my uncle's farm in the country. There I learned to grow and plant flowers from seed. My first success was a lupin. This was the start. This was the start of my lifelong love for growing plants. A broken stem became a rooting and is never thrown away. That's how I ended up with so many plants. There in the countryside in Ballybaldurg, northwest from Belfast, I attended Lisnamora School, a one-room school for 2 or 3 years, where I was taught the folk dances and the national anthems of the Allies, but not much else. My father stayed to work in Belfast and visited us by train and walking 4 miles to the farm. During my time there, I learned a lot about farming because of the chores I had to do. When I was 13, we returned to Belfast, and soon after I won the entrance exam to Belfast Technical College. After only 2 years, I left to enter the workforce. The war ended in May 1945, but rationing of all goods, including food necessities, lasted for years. In 1946, I joined the staff of Harlan and Wolff's of Titanic Frame. I was just 16. There I met a young apprentice, Percy Weir. We dated for 2 years and soon were engaged. I started collecting coupons from friends and relatives so that I could buy material for my wedding dress. We were married during a heavy rainstorm on a grey Irish day in March 1953. And I didn't buy a motorbike. We honeymooned in Cornwall, England. We experienced our first flight on an airplane, a daring thing to do in those days. As a married woman at that time, I was not allowed to keep my job in Harlan Wolff's. They were keeping the jobs for the soldiers coming home from the war. I don't think they wanted a job as a steno. Brian was born in 1956 and Joan in 57. Wait a minute, what? Oh, yeah. We honeymooned in Cornwall. Oh, wait a minute. We honeymooned in Cornwall, England, and we experienced our first flight. I read that.
Next.
Percy worked as an engineer in the aircraft industry in Short Brothers, an aerospace company that built airliners, and I did occasional secretarial work. Brian was born in 1956 and Joan in 1957. After the war, the local economy was poor. Percy applied a job in Hutchinson. He emigrated in September 1963, all expenses paid. Our furniture was packed up and sent by sea ahead of us, or so we thought. 3 weeks later, I joined him with the children who were 6 and 7 years old. We moved into a temporary unfurnished apartment, bought 2 bunk beds, a bed, and borrowed patio furniture from a friend to eat on. Our furniture had missed the boat, literally. My first purchase was an electric sewing machine for Eaton's so that I could make curtains. I would later teach Joan how to sew on that machine. I had it for years. It was a big, heavy electric machine. News of the cancellation of the recent Arrow project causing massive layoffs, created uncertainty regarding the employment at de Havilland's. Percy was very worried about being laid off and having to support a wife and 2 children with no salary. So after news of there were, however, many teaching opportunities. The opportunities used to come out every week, every month. There would be a book of teachers vacancies because of the baby boomers. So, after a summer at Teachers College, Percy acquired a position as a teacher at McLaughlin High School in Oshawa. And that summer was a thin summer because he had to leave work in June and didn't have any income until October. And we had just emigrated and bought a house. After 11 months again, we packed, sold the house and moved to Oshawa. We bought a lot in Oshawa for $10,000 and rented while the new house was built. At the high school where Percy worked, I worked typing engineering exams part-time, always within school hours, so I could be there when the kids came home from school. 5 years later, in '69, Percy became a technical director at Ernestown Secondary School in Odessa. And we moved again, this time, to Navanee, Ontario. In the '70s, I worked as a legal secretary, mostly typing wills, and later as a receptionist in an optometrist office. We traveled in the summers in our travel trailer, exploring Canada. I became the costume designer for the Lennox and Annington Theatre, where Percy directed several plays. They gave me about $40 or $50 to set up a whole play. This was my first attempt at making a gorilla costume because we couldn't find one to rent. So, and the play was No Sex Please, We're British. I left work when Percy was diagnosed with terminal lung cancer. He was 47. We moved to Kingston to be nearer the hospital for treatment. That summer, I arranged to take Percy to Greece for 2 weeks, fulfilling one of his dreams. Our instructions for the tour were written by a friend on the back of an envelope. Wearing 2 backpacks, we followed it and managed to survive. After Percy died in 1978, life was very different. We had no family in Canada, so I decided to become a realtor. It would take me out at night, and the phone would take me out at weekends, and the phone would ring, and I'd be busy and meeting people. Returning, where am I? Joan drove with me to Toronto to get registered and find accommodation. I took intensive classes at George Brown College and stayed in a dorm at the Women's Temperance Union in the center of Toronto. No male visitors allowed and a communal bathroom. Brian decided that was a very safe place for me to be in the Temperance Union. Having nothing else to do, I spent my spare time studying, skipping rope, and walking up and down Yonge Street. I did very well and graduated after 6 intense weeks. I didn't know anybody in Toronto, so I had 6 weeks on my own. Returning to Kingston in June 1978, it was suggested that I apply to work for Raven Realty. I got the job. This changed the course of my life when I became friends with Sadie Frame, a fellow realtor. She kept talking about some crazy Irishman who was selling a property. Excuse me a minute. Eventually, she introduced me to Michael on his beautiful island cottage. Out of all the places I've been in the world, it's still one of my favorite destinations. We met in September, dated, and finding a lot in common, we married on November the 25th, the only Saturday before Christmas that we both had free. Miko's sons, Lyle and Alec, brought our combined family to 6. 2 more houses to be sold, and a 5-bedroom house bought for all the family members. Good thing I knew the real estate market. We all got to know one another, and the rule was that Sunday dinner attendance was a must. In 1979, Brian and Joan graduated from college. In 1981, Lyle and Kathy got married and moved into their own home. They have a 40th anniversary coming up in the summer. Alec was at St. Lawrence College. Soon the real estate schedule of working on demand on weekends and holidays started to conflict with family life, and I decided to retire. Michael would decide he would like me there in the summer when we could go traveling. Michael and I bought, renovated, and sold a number of houses in the area over those years, and that's provided us with some extra cash to go traveling. Only Alec remained at home. For 2 years, I managed a photographic studio and enjoyed organizing the bridal shows. But working a 50-hour week again got in the way of living. I loved the photographic studio. I loved the whole thing, but I was overloaded. So I decided to quit. However, I learned a lot about photography, which I still enjoy, in particular taking shots of the natural world. Over the years, I've carried a heavy camera around on vacation, and now I take excellent pictures with my tiny little phone. We moved again with Alec to a fixer-upper on Cartwright Point on Dead Man's Bay, opposite Fort Henry. Satisfying our love of being on the water, we started a major renovation there, except for the kitchen, which was very small, and the bathroom. A little story to tell you that I don't have written down here. Michael bought a sailboat, and we went out on a Sunday morning, mixed from church, didn't go to church, and went out on a Sunday morning in the boat. We had not got the right tools. And when we turned around to come back, the wind had switched, and we were fighting a really heavy headwind. And suddenly, the jib sail, the whole thing flew off. The rope came loose, and the sail flapped out in the front of the boat. It was no good. Michael said, never mind, I'll turn on the engine. I'll start the engine and we'll work on that and we'll get home. That was fine until the mainsail broke and flew off into the wind. Never mind, it'll take us a lot longer getting home on the motor. We broke a shear pin in the engine.
Because it hit the rudder.
We now had no way of going home except a very ancient oar. We were miles from home. I was trying to reattach the jib sail when a boat pulled up beside us and said, "Are you in trouble?" We said, "Yes, we have no sails and no motor." He said, I'll give you a tow. Where are you from? He said. We said, Dead Man's Bay, which created a big laugh, which is true. But anyway, we got safely home. That's an aside. We got towed home, but we got rid of the sailboat. One day, Michael suggested to a school principal of a special needs school that I was not busy and could volunteer to help. He was very good at volunteering me for things. After 3 weeks of volunteering, the principal offered me a job. I thoroughly enjoyed the 4 years caring for these special children. And this was one day when we had them home to Cartwright's Point and had them on the grass and had them meet animals, squirrels and chipmunks and various kinds of animals that were around the place. We managed to coax them all to come over to visit the children so they could feel the fur or the hair or the grass or whatever. So we had a great time. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I was 57 years old when I was doing that. No, I was 57 years old when we retired. I enjoyed the 4 years caring for the children. Before Michael and I both first officially retired in 1988, I was 57 years old. Our plan was to travel around the world for 1 year. We had talked about it and the kids didn't really believe we'd do it. So renovation plans turned into plane tickets. We sold a waterfront home and bought a rural bungalow with intentions of renting it out furnished until we returned from our trip. Bought in May. This is our trip. This is the this is the map of the world that the kids gave us on one of our birthdays or anniversaries, I think. And those are the pins in all the places that we've been in the world, or in most of the places that we've been in the world. We've lost a few over the years. So we've been very fortunate. Anyway, we went around, with 2 around the world tickets and 2 backpacks, we visited over 13 countries. We can't remember how many more, including relatives in Australia and New Zealand. We still have a locker full of slides and carousels in the basement. Some of the images that we are using had to be scanned from the very old slides, which we had to locate. No easy task. We discovered we enjoyed traveling and worked well together, so I joined Michael on one of his performance teaching courses, combined with a tour to Edinburgh. Soon our lives were taken over by our hobby of arranging tours for teachers and friends to many overseas and local destinations. It took us about a year to advertise an overseas tour, because we did it right from imagining where we would go, what we would do, and booking everything as well. It was our joy and delight to develop and arrange trips that brought people together who enjoyed traveling to new and old places. By the year 2000, we had toured with over 1,000 people, and many more in the years between then and 2012 when we retired. In 2012, our last tour was to Ireland, by request. That was our 9th tour to Ireland. I became a grandmother for the first time in 1995 when my grandson Fraser was born. Brian and Lucy married in July, and Alex became our grandson at 4 years of age. So we had two then, and then Leslie was born in 1998. So we have 3 grandchildren. In 2003, we took a very special family trip to celebrate our 25th anniversary. All the children were partners, and their partners, and 2 grandchildren took 2 weeks off to form a convoy of 3 cars as we explored places where I grew up in Belfast and where Meikle's connections were in the north and south. Here is a family taken at Meikle's grandfather's manse. Meikle's grandfather was a minister in Larne for 50 years, and was at that time, when we were visiting, a hotel which we were able to stay in. And this is the family of the picture. This is a picture of the family on the steps. The next picture. I have never acquired a taste for Guinness or beer of any kind, but tried one more time on that trip. You can see the result on the face. In spring 2012, we went to Portugal as usual, came home in March, sold a temporary bungalow where we'd lived for 22 years, packed up all the slides and photos, moved into the 12th floor of 151 Barrack Court in April, where we can eat breakfast and look out over the lake and city of Kingston. A few weeks later in May, we took our final group by request back to Ireland, a very busy spring for 2 80-year-olds. 9 years later, we're still very happy we moved into the apartment. Michael and I are still traveling on our own and meet up with our travelers in Portugal and here in Kingston. Age has slowed us down a little. That's our deck this morning. That picture is taken on our deck, on our balcony this morning. Age has slowed us down a little, but COVID has changed our routine a lot. I've learned how to use technology, zooming in on the computer and messaging on my phone. I have now more time to spend with our church family. I enjoy singing and look forward to the choir starting up again. I have weekly Zoom exercises which last an hour and are exhausting, but it keeps me moving. I began writing poetry again after a long break as an exercise for the mind, and after being persuaded, I found myself being published in the local seniors magazine. I'm grateful for the love and the fellowship of my family and the many people I know, and for the health that we enjoy. I was again persuaded by my dear daughter to write a special poem for today. It's called Growing. This thesaurus calls it dotage, seniority, or old age. The dictionary in its wisdom is on another page. Maturity or growing old is what I need to know. As I reach the age of 90, I can still mature and grow. I'm thankful to be healthy and independent still, except when I have a weight to lift or complex forms to fill. I have children and grandchildren to help me in a pinch. Why would I cease to love life when living is a cinch? Of course, I move more slowly, have few more pains and aches, but life still keeps on going. Keep on moving is what it takes. I have many different families, relatives abroad and here, gangs of travelers from all over, and my church friends always near. My gratitude's unending for a life of health and fun, and the love of all the people I have met, and more to come. Thank you all for coming.
Mhm. So
Joan?
Screen share? Joan, can you end the screen share?
Joan,
I can end it here.
just hang on a second.
Yeah, I ended it. It's okay.
Let's see what she said.
Side note on that poem, Margaret wrote that in half an hour earlier this week, apparently. I'm just going to go back to gallery view here for a moment. Spotlight. We have one other nanogenarian here. I just have to find him on the screen, and he was just going to say a couple of quick words. I'm sure he's here somewhere.
You better on.
There you are.
On picture.
Can you unmute, Heather? There we go. Eric turned 90 not so long ago.
I've always told him he was older than me. He was 90 in March.
Hello. Take this opportunity to wish a very happy birthday and many happy returns. And I must say, it has been a great pleasure in knowing them and the times that we spent in there at their cottages and everything else, and out on the island. So it was a pleasure to know them and their family. And so I wish you a happy future.
And he also said now that you caught up with them, Margaret.
Yes.
That's true. I can't tease him
Yeah.
anymore.
It's going to take me longer to catch up with her
That you were younger
in a few days.
Thank you, Eric. That was very nice.
Hey, Sadie, could we ask you to say a few words, being that you're the reason that our whole family ended up together?
I'm not sure. Can
Yes,
you,
There you go.
You're okay.
can you see me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to wish you a very happy birthday, and I look forward to our first drink together. Hopefully, we should be able to have that within the next month.
Yes.
I have enjoyed your friendship, and I'm so delighted that I introduced you and Mikkel all these years ago.
So are we.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have a lovely rest of the day, but I really hope to see you in the next week or two.
Yeah.
Surely by the middle of June, we'll be able to get together.
In the garden, probably.
Or inside,
Yeah.
or on a
Anyway.
deck.
Okay.
See you soon. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sadie. Lovely. And just going to the gallery here. Does anyone else, if anyone else would like to say something, would you like to raise your hand and I'll just spotlight you? Helen and Ian. Oh, Norman up here. I'll spotlight him here. There we go. Unmute, Norman.
Yeah, he's okay.
You're on
You're
mute.
okay.
Hello, Margaret.
Hi.
Big happy birthday to you, sweetie. Many, many lovable memories from you.
Thank you.
You mentioned about Listen Tomorrow.
Yes.
I remember during the wartime, and I remember you and your mom and Jean living, and I remember the Craigs coming. Remember the farmhouse you lived in?
That's right, yes.
And we used to go over and visit with my mom and dad and whatnot.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, when you mentioned Listen Tomorrow, that was one of my first school that I went to when we lived in the country during the war. And I remember, and I only went to school when I was 3 years old, believe it or not. And Ed and Henry, of course, you would know, used to carry me on their back to school. And the teacher at that time was Mrs. Dunlop.
That's right. That's right. Yes.
You remember her?
She was. Do you remember her dancing on the platform, which was swaying with the weight?
But she was a mean teacher because I'm left-handed.
Yes.
And when I first, teaching me how to write and whatnot, I used to write with my left hand. She'd come with a ruler and smack me on the back of my hand and make me switch. In those days, that was the things. But anyway, those are the fun memories.
Yeah.
And then
do you remember the garden where we grew all the vegetables and she ate them all?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, at the back of the school. Listen more. It's now an orange hall, by the way.
Yes, I know. I've
Yeah,
seen
just across from the Woods Church.
Yes.
But the other fond memory I have with you, Madge, is when you were on one of your tours on your holidays, you and Mikkel, you coming out west, and I got this phone call, and you guys were on your way out to, at that time we lived in Regina, and you had called me from, I asked you where you were, and you said we're at this little place called Indian Head. Oh, it's only about 10, 15 miles east of Regina. So anyway, when you came and you pulled into the driveway with your little bowler trailer, and what did I do?
You picked me up and swung me around like as if I was a lightweight.
Wonderful memories.
Yes.
Madge,
yes, thank you.
You're looking great. Many, many happy returns on your birthday and many, many more years to come. You look so wonderful.
Thank you so
much.
And
from Arlene and I, happy birthday.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're a lovable cousin to me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else like to say something? There will be a chance to chat after. Anyone else? I might be missing hands. So I gotta go back and forth screens. Colin, go ahead, unmute.
Hi, Auntie Madge. I'm sorry, but we're going to have to go because we have another appointment to go to. So I just want to wish you happy birthday. An amazing, amazing achievement to get to 90, isn't it? And
oh, yes.
That picture of Nanny and Papa with my mum and you was just an amazing picture to see. Yes. And of course, when you talked about the farm, because we used to go up to the farm as kids as well with Nanny and Papa. Listen to Mara as well, because they used to take us up to see Uncle BT and Auntie Minnie.
Yes.
Those Mummy used to take me up there, and it was just those were fun memories and all that sort of stuff. And
yes, sure they are. Yeah.
I just remember all those memories came back. It was great to go up to the farm. I used to love going up to the farm. Of course, when I went back, I worked in agriculture all my life, as you know.
Yes,
I was bitten by the bug, as they say.
You too. Well, you saw my balcony. My problem is I go into a store. I can't come out without a plant at this time of the year.
And guess what I was planting today in my garden?
What?
Lupins.
Lupins, really?
So there you go.
That's
so
lovely.
We're going to have to log off because we have an appointment.
Okay. Thanks for coming.
Have a wonderful birthday.
Great seeing you.
It's been absolutely great to see you, and good to see you as well, Miko.
Yeah,
so
thank you. Absolutely.
And as I say, in a week's time, Northern Ireland will be 100 years old. So there you go.
Is that right? All right, that's true. 20.
That's true.
Yeah.
It is. So there you go. But you will be 10 years younger. So there you go. Bye, everyone. We have to go. Okay,
Bye-bye. Love you.
Thanks, Colin, Kathleen.
Bye.
Bye.
Anyone else? A quick word. Yeah, I got Linda and Bruce up here. Add the spotlight. There we go, Linda and Bruce.
So, Margaret, Bruce and I, of course, bring you greetings as we did in person yesterday, but I just want to, in front of all your friends and your family, bring official greetings from Sydenham Street United Church. You are such a treasure of ours. And I think you came to Sydenham Street back in 1990, just around the time when we did, maybe?
We're 30 years anyway, 30
yeah.
years.
Yes. Yeah. So I guess we've known you all that time. I remember a lunch at Shea Piggy with the Hendrys and the Turners and the Hutchinsons.
Yeah.
Get to know each other. So just appreciate all that you have offered in the way of your bubbly hospitality that always welcomes people to our community of faith, and no matter who they are or who they love or where they've come from. So blessings to you on your 90th birthday, and we look forward to many more years with you. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mhm. Good.
All right, back to gallery. Looking for any other hands? Any other wavers right now? All right. Am I missing something? Just making sure I'm not gonna go through screens here to see if anyone else.
No, you better leave it there.
Okay. So there were many, many emails that came in as well to Margaret, too many to list, but they're coming in from all over the world. It's pretty amazing, from Ireland, Northern Ireland, England, all across Canada, from Vancouver Island, right across to the East Coast. So it's just all over the world, greetings coming in. And it'll take Margaret a while to read through all of those, I think. I've got several and she's got many.
There's Kevin
Are you
and
ready
Wendy.
to make the special presentation?
There's Kevin and
Kevin and Wendy.
No, Kevin and Wendy are wanting to say something.
Yeah.
Hi.
I'll just add a spotlight
We have
there.
it, Kevin and Wendy.
Mhm.
You got to unmute. Unmute, Tristan. Tristan, unmute.
Okay.
Cheers, Margaret.
Cheers, Margaret. Happy birthday. Have a good time and many more to come.
Thank you.
Thank you
That's
very much
lovely.
for joining us, and happy birthday to you, Kevin, on June 2nd.
Thank you.
Beagle says happy birthday to you on June 2nd.
Oh, did he?
Yes.
Say thank you.
To Kevin.
Thank you, very good.
It's 7 o'clock at night in Donegal, so they're already having some wine.
Hello, Michael. Kevin has a question. He wants to know who the girl is in the picture behind Alec Turner.
Margaret.
That's
No,
Margaret.
that's the girl behind Alec.
Behind Alec Turner. Who's the girl
behind Alec? On the.
Margaret.
Yeah.
Daria.
That's Margaret.
That is this picture here. This is Margaret.
It's you, Mom.
Oh, it's me.
Yeah, this is it.
That's Margaret.
Okay, and when was that taken?
Back in the late 70s, early 80s.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Now we won't have to die wondering. Thank you.
Good. Mhm. Christopher and Claire, delighted to see you too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to unmute yourself for a minute?
Oh, you got the spotlight, guys.
Great
to see you. Happy birthday, Margaret. We didn't realize, I don't think when we were listening to that it was your last tour when we met you guys in Ireland. Well, you did. Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Wasn't that nice?
You got a little bit of Ireland then with you for the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
These are our unexpected addition to our family. They were very young when we met them.
Chris and Claire are our we
Unofficial.
consider us to be your
Grandparents.
grandparents in Canada.
Our Canadian grandparents.
Canadian grandparents.
Maybe not by blood, but by sheer will of messaging over and back and
Well, maybe we'll get back.
Yes.
In a couple of years, or maybe you'll get out here.
Yeah, hopefully next year.
Don't forget to come to see us if you get here.
Yeah, hopefully next year, because we really want to get over to Alison as well next year. So
Yeah, that'll be lovely. Well, we look forward to it.
I hope you have a lovely day and happy birthday.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Wine, but no, we have water.
Good.
Mhm.
So John has some special presentations now. So
there's Blair. She's awake now.
Yeah, she's wide awake. So happy birthday.
Hello, Blair. Hello, Blair.
Great granddaughter.
Our great granddaughter.
Mhm.
She's just over 2 months old.
Yeah, she's gonna be 10 weeks actually on Tuesday.
10 weeks,
Mhm.
really?
Yeah.
She's doing really well. I love that video you said. I love the video. She's trying to talk already.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was so cute.
That was yesterday?
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's active.
Participant, and Eric, I think, is the oldest participant. Margaret's just a
Yeah,
few
that's the
weeks
youngest and the oldest. Yes.
Oh god.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, John, time for the presentations, and
if
then
you,
we're going to move on to singing happy birthday.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Just a minute.
Okay, so we have
Just a minute. Samuel's.
Oh, I hit your nose.
what?
What's going on?
Was Samuel saying something, Norman? Is Norman unmuted?
No.
Sam.
I can't see him on the screen, so
I'll put him
Oh, you can't see him. Okay,
I'll
sorry.
put him on a spotlight just after the presentation, okay? And
Oh,
we'll see if he says
okay.
something.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, Joan.
Okay, so we have some special greetings here on the political side.
Oh.
So on the top of the list is a happy birthday, Margaret Turner. It's a great pleasure to send you best wishes and warmest congratulations on the occasion of your 90th birthday. Justin Trudeau, Prime Minister of Canada.
Can you show that to the screen, John, quickly? Or Dad, yeah.
I can.
Yeah.
Have you got me on speaker view or?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, okay.
And the second one is on behalf of the government of Ontario, I'm pleased to extend my warm congratulations to Margaret Turner on the occasion of your 90th birthday. As you mark this special milestone in your life, I wish you a very happy birthday, Doug Ford, Premier.
My goodness.
That will not be hung in a special place.
You said we have a shredder. It's okay.
No, we might.
You can tell who's not popular.
And then we have the nicest one here. You can see it. I'll show you the front. I don't know if you can see that. Look.
Yeah.
Very nice. This is from the office of the Mayor of Kingston.
Ooh.
And looks like this. Very nice. Your tax dollars at work. On behalf of the citizens of Kingston, it's a privilege to extend congratulations to Margaret Turner on the occasion of your 90th birthday, celebrated on May 29th, 2021. Thank you for making Kingston your home and for your contributions to our community. Wishing you a very happy birthday on this great milestone. Brian Patterson, Mayor of Kingston.
He's okay.
There you go.
Oh, wow.
He's a good guy. One of the good ones.
Norman, if I highlight Sam, are you there, Norman? Norman might have gone.
Can you?
Norman's there. And unmute.
Yeah.
There you go. If I say something, could you sign to Sam?
Yeah, can you bring up his picture on the screen as well as mine?
There he is.
And
There he
Can
is.
you, yeah, okay,
I'm just trying to find you, Norman.
There he is.
okay.
He's in the middle.
I can see myself, that's okay. But anyway,
He's watching.
I'm asking Sam what to say. Happy birthday to Madge. So yeah. So
he's having he's drinking to my health. Yeah, I see that.
yeah. So what is that? What do you want to say, Madge? Oh, you remember?
Tell him I'm glad we will be.
Just a moment.
Just one.
What he's just said there is he remembers you wheeling him around when he was young and when he had his health issues, you know, when he was first born and whatnot.
Yes.
So he says he remembers you, you know, back.
I'll tell the story for that. When he was slow to walk. He was very, very fragile when he was when he was born. In fact, they didn't expect him to live, and he's now just a little younger than me. And but I remember him very well, learning to walk with my little metal pram, doll's pram. They couldn't get him to walk at all. He's very frail, and he grabbed onto this to this little pram, and off he went. And he remembers that. He remembers.
He
that,
remembers
yes.
that. Yeah, that's right. He remembers that.
Yes, yeah. So, no, I remember him well, and tell him we reply to all his messages since Christmas. We didn't pick them up till now because we don't do Messenger very often. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, he wants you to know that he's had an offer on his condominium. And he's going to be moving into a senior's place, hopefully on 1st of August.
That's great.
And
That's good.
he's very happy about that,
Yes.
So yeah.
You won't be so lonely,
No, that's right. It's
you have friends.
My
Full of
sister,
friends.
my sister Jean and I, we went last year with him to see it, and it's
Yes.
beautiful. It's
Yes, it's
absolutely,
lovely.
yeah.
Yeah,
He's
good.
very excited about it.
That's good. Thank you.
Make sure he forwards the new address to all of us.
He's wishing you a happy birthday again.
Yeah, good, okay.
Can you let us know we're gonna sing happy birthday now?
Yeah.
Just getting ready for that. Can you, Haley, can you hear me, Haley?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Can you go on full screen or a big screen to show Blair?
Well, we
like.
Yeah. Sure. She's a little fussy right now.
Oh,
This is Blair.
who's that? Who's that? Eh? Who's that?
There she is. Hello.
Right, John?
Hello there.
Who's that?
Are you just waking up?
Just 2 months now, right?
Yeah, she's just over, she's 2 months and she's,
2 weeks.
yeah, she's gonna be 10 weeks on Tuesday, so.
That's
She's getting old.
That's our first great granddaughter.
Up above the bridge.
Yeah. And
We'll never get there.
Hello, who's that?
Hello.
Who's that?
On the video, she's starting to talk, Her mouth
Oh, yeah, I
is-
know.
well, her mouth is moving. When your mouth moves, her mouth moves too.
Yeah,
It's the beginning of her speech.
she's starting to make noises.
Yeah.
Too bad you're so far away in Sudbury.
I know. Well, we're hoping to come visit, I think, the second week in July, so
Okay, that'll be great.
that's our plan right now.
Yeah, you'll have your
That's
vaccine.
good.
Yeah.
That's good, yeah. Okay, well, we'll look forward to seeing her.
Yeah,
Then.
of course. Happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you.
Really? All right, we're just waiting for,
Oh, we
we're
don't
waiting
have any.
for a cake. I hear they need matches.
Yeah, well, I don't know that we have any. There's maybe someone here. Hang on a minute.
Oh, we just lost the birthday guest.
Here, I don't know whether these will work. There are matches here, but I don't know whether they're working.
Can everybody unmute themselves so when we go to sing, we're ready?
Yeah, we found some matches, would you believe that?
I don't know whether they'll work or not.
Everyone can unmute, please. Come on, Christopher, we know you can sing.
Like 90 cans. Yeah, I gotta get it ready.
Can you show the cake? Joe?
Strawberries, short.
All right.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Margaret. Happy birthday to you.
That's the best of the birthday song I've heard.
No, I've died out by mistake.
It's okay, you can see it here.
Oh, yeah.
All
Okay.
right,
Okay.
put out your candles, make a wish.
Ooh, Margaret. There we are.
Hey.
Sorry, I can't share it with everybody.
It was sent some by airmail in a cardboard box.
Norman,
Yes,
could you tell Sam that if he likes, I will send him the what I read?
okay.
Ask him, would he like that? That's Krista.
I don't see him, but
Okay, well, never mind.
yeah,
Well,
I
we'll
just
do it
told him what
anyway.
you
Never mind,
said.
I'll do it.
We'll do
I'll
it
do it
anyway.
anyway.
We
I'll do
just
it
do it
anyway.
anyway, Margaret.
Yeah, send it anyway.
Yes, I will.
Thank you.
Because he remembers that, the farm. Isn't it funny how much the farm meant to all of us?
Oh,
And yet it was
absolutely. Yeah.
murder. It was murder for my mother, because she had to
Oh.
work hard on the farm.
I remember is when you moved in, when I was small, Margaret, that you were whitewashing the, outside of the building.
Yeah,
You remember that?
yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember it being, the walls outside all being whitewashed
Yeah,
and your dad, Uncle Sam, painting it when he came in for one of his trips like this.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we worked hard.
Yeah, and
And
you remember
I remember the day I was bringing in the cows and I brought them in too fast. And one of them picked up a turnip. They didn't call them turnips, but that's what it was, a spongy turnip, and it got caught in his throat and they had to get the vet. Was it ever at the doghouse?
Another one, Margaret, was that I remember the Craigs.
Yeah, oh yes, yeah.
Yeah, they come out and they were living out in that area
Yeah.
too during the war.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
I remember them
No,
well.
I'm still very much in touch with Jean Craig,
Oh, are you?
the youngest one. Oh yes, oh yes.
Yeah,
In
where,
fact,
where's she,
we
where's she
had
living?
sent her one of this, but I'm not sure she would be on.
Where does she live?
She lives in White Avenue, where Meikle was born.
Oh, she's still there.
Whitehead, I mean. Yeah.
Whitehead, yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
but he died. Her husband died.
Oh, okay. Anyway,
he
say
died a
hello to
couple
her.
of
I
years
remember
ago.
her. I remember her.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, Dorothy was my bridesmaid when I
Oh, there
married
you go.
Percy, you see, so.
There you go.
But she's in a senior's residence and she's
In New Zealand.
in New Zealand and we saw her on our round the world trip.
Uh-huh.
You know.
Another thing, Madge, I'll always remember how I got started in my career in my life. And it's something I'll always remember, that Percy getting an application form and my dad filling it out and me getting started in Short Brothers and Harlan's.
Yes.
And then I graduated up in, I worked in the shops. And then, of course, I worked in the jig and tool office and Percy and I were in the same office floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were fun memories. So
Yes.
I thank you and him for my career and my life to this present day. Thank you.
You're very welcome. And you were always very welcome. We were always willing to help.
Thank you.
Norman's mother lived to be 101.
20 days short, 20 days short of 101.
So I have that to beat.
Oh yeah, no, you will. You will.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
The kids are saying, oh, no.
So
Anybody who wants to speak, that is the end of the virtual format of the party. So everybody's just welcome to turn on their mics and chat away or whatever
Well,
you'd
I'd
like to do.
Nice work by Alec and Joan. Good work.
Yeah.
I was just about to say that. What I want to say thanks to everybody for coming. It's absolutely wonderful. I didn't know how it would work. Nobody ever told me about it until this week, until they started looking for pictures and how that was. But it's been a wonderful experience to go back through all the pictures and remember all the things all over again. I mean, you remember them, but not as clearly as when you see a picture. You know, picture is really worth a thousand words.
talk
I
about-
did it. We really didn't scratch the surface, as you know, in this family.
She kept saying, I didn't know you did. I remember you did this, and I remember you did that, and I remember you did the other thing.
Well, talk about last minute. Joan had a box of slides of Percy and Margaret's earlier years, you see.
Which I thought were lost.
Margaret thought were lost, but she had them. At some point in time, Margaret gave them to Joan to keep them safe because of all our moving and traveling. Anyway, on Thursday morning, I took 17 slides down to camera Kingston and said, can you transfer these onto from colored slides to digital format and put them on a jump stick by tonight or tomorrow morning? That was Thursday, and we got them here on Friday, and then they had to be fed into this thing. Joan was feeding pictures into the computer half the night, you know. She didn't go to bed at 1 o'clock and got up at 6.
I know. Whose idea was this anyway?
Jones.
It was. So it's been quite the production.
Anyway, now he thinks we have slides of all our tours, and we did. Lost the count of the number of tours we did with people, and we had such a wonderful time and such a wonderful life. That part of our life, and it sort of just happened. And the touring with people and the people that we know and the friends that we still have and visit with, have lunch with when we're capable of having lunch, and you know, it's been wonderful. And we just got together, the whole thing by accident. Mikkel had taken teachers overseas to teach, to have a holiday and get a qualification by studying when they were overseas. That was how it started, and he did 2 or 3 of those, and then when he retired, he did 2 or 3 more, and then he said, why do we keep on doing this? Because people kept saying, where are you going now? Where are you going now? When are we going back to Ireland? We did 9 tours to Ireland, and I think 8 to Greece.
Greece, yeah.
And all over the world.
And then the Galapagos and Galapagos Islands. So we chartered our own boat for the Galapagos Islands, retired teachers of Ontario tour. And then we chartered our own boat for the Cycladian Islands in Greece, and we chartered our own boat for the Dalmatian Islands for the trip to Croatia. And then we went to China and
South Africa,
train safari. We've had a marvelous travel time, and with Nadine helping us as well, Nadine and Bill. And then when Bill passed on, Nadine took a break, and then she got back into travel to help us along as well. So it's been a fantastic journey. And
so I think now, like for next year, Miko's turning 90. So I'm like, we got to start right now. Looking at all those slides, there's no way we're going through all those slides. Anyway.
It said to me this morning, you know, they were very inexpensive. I think we should get into the
transfer the slides.
transfer the slides into digital that are down in the basement, in the storage room,
In carousels.
in a cage about 6 foot high and about a yard square, about 3 feet square, full of to the top of slides.
Well,
Slides and carousels.
65 cents to do each one.
So
That's what the charge me.
I'm thinking of all the mess in the house. We brought those up. We had slides everywhere.
Well, we had a lot of albums scattered around the house. They're
That's
still
right.
scattered around the house at the moment. So it'll be a cleanup job after this to put them back in their rightful place for now. But photo albums from the past are really quite terrific to have. So nice to see Juliet Milsom here.
Yes.
Juliet has kept Margaret singing for quite a bit, aside from doing Irish
That's
stuff.
Juliet.
Juliet.
We have
yeah.
Juliet.
Yeah.
There you go.
The choir that's called the Tritones.
What did you say, Juliet?
I said, I hope we're starting in September. I've seen several Tritones people and they're all saying September.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Tritone Seniors Choir at the Senior Center.
I keep trying to sing at home here as much as I can because I'm afraid at 90 I might not be able to sing anymore. So
well, then the
I
other,
keep on. I keep on singing.
The other partner for singing is Barb Carr, of course.
Yes.
Barb, hi. Say hi to everybody.
I must go now. I've got someone at the
Barb
door.
Carr
Okay.
is
Okay.
a harp.
Happy 90th.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Barb plays the Irish harp. And so,
good duet.
Yeah.
Oh, there she is there.
Yeah.
Hi.
We make a trio sometimes. She plays the harp and Mika plays the whistle and I sing.
Yeah.
So that's fun.
Happy
we used to do
birthday.
that at Ben's Pub before with all this lockdown stuff. Yeah.
Happy birthday, Margaret, from both of us here.
Happy
Well,
birthday.
you're welcome. You're welcome.
Glad to have you on board. Good.
Yeah, that's really lovely.
Okay.
There's
happy birthday,
Alwyn.
Margaret.
There's Alwyn. I didn't see her before.
Oh yeah, she's been there. Yeah.
I didn't see you at all. Hi.
And Natasha. I didn't
You
say
need
hi
to
to
unzoom.
Natasha. Hello,
Hang on,
Natasha.
There we go. Thanks, man.
Hello.
You can unmute.
Hello. Hi.
Birthday.
Yeah. Happy
Mhm.
birthday, Margaret.
Oh, you're welcome. You're very welcome. It's lovely to see all you Irish folk.
Well, it's great to be able to participate, and you are looking so very well.
Oh, thank you.
hanging in there.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah. So you know what? We will look forward to seeing Meikle next year.
Yeah, we'll try
yes,
and hang
I
in
know.
there.
I said I came across a picture this morning, and I said when I was trying to tidy up some of the pictures, I came across a picture and I thought, must put that one away for next year. So we see, we started.
Yeah. So that's good planning. Margaret, I'm going to leave you now. So
That's fine. That's fine.
enjoy the
Thank you.
rest.
Thank you
Oh.
for your patience to listen to the whole thing.
Not at all. No, delighted to join, and so delighted to have got the invitation. So it's like
Good.
greetings to you all there,
Yeah.
the whole family. Okay.
And give our love to everybody, especially Kevin.
Absolutely, we will do. Okay, I'm good. So I'm
Well, there's-
actually I have to,
there's-
it's all right. I'm going to just.
I love you.
Okay.
Jane, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday, Margaret. It's so nice to see you, and I loved your memoirs. They were quite interesting.
Good.
Hang on a minute. That's the flower.
Yeah.
Do you recognize that?
Oh, I do. That was a labor of love.
Well, this the origin of this is now out on the deck. I've kept it for years.
Oh, wonderful.
This year it's just blooming now. It's just beginning to bloom now.
Oh, That's awesome.
Backstory is there, Jane painted the flower.
Jane painted the flower, and we had the flower and the picture together and the painting together, and they're exactly the same. They're exactly the same. Really, the colors are exactly the same. So,
well, I'm glad that it's still maintaining its color.
It's maintaining its color. It's lovely.
Well, I'm
It's
going
Helen
to.
in it, yeah. Sorry.
I'm going to sign off now. I just wanted to wish you a very happy day.
Oh,
Well,
thank you very much. It's been wonderful. I didn't know what they were doing. I knew they were doing something. I didn't know what they were doing. So
Well,
I'm really surprised how well it came out. And it was surprisingly well. The song was surprisingly well sung. a little ragged at the end, but very good.
There's Ian
Good to
and
see you,
Helen.
Jean.
Ian and Helen.
Absolutely, Joan.
Ian and Helen are there.
And Alex
Ian.
and Brian and Lucy.
Yeah.
And it's so funny. I've seen all these people, and I've met some of them, but many of them I don't know, but I know stories about all of them.
There you go.
And Lila,
Alex.
Kathy, hi. Anyway, I will sign off and hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and enjoy that strawberry lovely cake.
Yes, it looks gorgeous, doesn't it?
It does.
I'm
yes.
glad they didn't load it down with 90 candles. I'd still be here trying to blow them out.
Well,
Alex, how are you?
Ian and Helen.
Yeah,
Hello, Ian.
Wait a minute, I think he was talking to Alex.
sorry.
Yeah, Alex will come up next. Go ahead, Ian and Helen.
How are you doing?
Hello, Auntie Madge. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, you're very welcome.
I want to pass on birthday wishes from Robert.
All right.
And Andrew and Joanne and Grace.
Oh, yeah.
And Lynn and Jay and Seth. All wish you a happy birthday.
That's lovely. That's lovely.
Okay.
Tell them to send me a picture.
Enjoy your cake.
Thank you. Tell the kids to send me a picture of the kids, all of them.
Okay.
The three of them. Okay. I haven't seen the one recently. You know, I like to watch them growing up.
Right. Will do.
Okay.
Indeed. So enjoy the rest of your day. We're going on.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Bye. Bye.
Doreen, you've been very quiet.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry.
Hi, Helen. Hi, Ian.
I'll bring Alex.
How are you doing, Lorraine?
Oh, sorry. Hi, sorry, I didn't realize you were talking to me. Have a lovely birthday. Very happy birthday. Such an achievement, 90 years.
Thank you. Well, let's hope we get back to Ireland sometime.
Yes, absolutely.
Maybe. Well, we have to do England as well.
Oh, of course, yeah, the tour,
so,
another tour.
Yeah. But this time not by ourselves.
All right, okay. That's fine. Yeah, we're here. We know, you know where we are.
Okay, yes, we know where you are. Okay.
Hi, Alex.
Hi, Alex.
Hello, happy birthday, Margaret.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How's work
How's
going?
So far, so good. I kind of lost track of time here. I'm actually hiding in the office of the gym right now. I just finished up with a client before I jumped on here.
Oh,
so that's why I'm in such casual dress wear here.
That's fine. Alex does training after his job. He is a trainer, a
physical
trainer. So he's a very healthy boy. Well, there's the gym.
The gym.
Yeah,
I saw it. Yeah. So, well, it keeps you healthy.
Keeps me going. Yeah, it keeps me nice and busy. Something to do on the weekend, and it's a lovely day here in Ottawa. Although we do have a frost advisory this evening, so that's a little disappointing. But
only in Canada. Frost.
Yeah, exactly right. 18 during the day, and I think 3 in the evening. So we'll see how that goes.
So
there should have been more. There should have been more Irish people on to hear that. You hear that on a Wendy? Did you hear that? I don't know. She's gone. She's gone. Yeah, she's on there, but she's not.
I know you're listening out there. Did you want to say anything before everybody wraps up?
No, just it's delightful to see everybody and to get to talk to people. It's just wonderful. We should probably do this more often if we could get everybody together. But without the story. So.
Well, the story was very well done.
Well, there's, you know,
there I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Bye, Norman.
So I think.
Okay, all the best, Mark. Madge, and maybe, yeah, next year, maybe I get an invitation to that other handsome looking guy beside you.
You know, Norman, you're the one person in the world who still calls me darling.
Yeah.
And I love it because my father always called me darling.
There you go. Absolutely. Anyway, all the best. I'm going to cut off. So have a wonderful rest of your day.
Mariel, thank you very much for your emails.
Just one of the kids.
Looking forward to catching up with you sometime when this whole thing is over. Maybe you can make a trip out. Yeah.
I can't believe
Mariel, did you want to say anything?
Well, we just wanted to say happy birthday, Margaret. Happy birthday from Mayo in Ireland, and congratulations on 90 years. That's a great achievement, and we hope we might see you here or there.
Yeah, sure. Well, that would be lovely if you want to come
today.
over. If you want to come over, you know, we can find you places to stay.
Yeah, well,
you're very welcome.
If we win the lottery. If we win the lottery, Margaret.
Well, the kids, when the kids grow up, they'll come over. I can't believe how tall, I've forgotten her name.
Lillian.
Lillian is, yeah.
Yes. She's
My goodness.
10. She'll be 11 in July.
Wow. Wow. Really? You were very small until you last time. It's quite a while ago.
Yeah.
I don't know, about 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah, when we met in Wicklow.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that
Maybe
wasn't
3
so,
years
that
ago.
wasn't so long ago. That's only 2 years.
No, it wasn't. It was
That's only
maybe 3 years ago, was it? Yeah.
I was thinking at the time you came to the hotel.
Yeah,
was
that
much
was,
longer
she was
ago.
much
Yeah.
smaller then, you're right. Yeah, yeah.
No,
That's
it's
right.
lovely to see
Well,
everybody.
enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, everybody, and we'll sign out now. And it's what is it? Oh, it's up to 17 degrees centigrade here.
Did you hear
been
that?
A lot higher than that.
Mariel, did you hear
around
Lexi
20.
saying it's going to be 3 degrees tonight?
Oh,
And
we
I
had
want you-
snow-
I want you to
we
say
had
it
snow
was good. What?
We had snow yesterday.
Yes,
I-
we
Yes,
saw.
I know
I
we
had,
did.
I had to wait for the snow to melt to cut the grass.
That's what Brian had to do.
Hey, I wheeled the mower out. The instant I fired it up, down it came.
Swimming today.
Swimming.
S-
Thank
Of
you.
course.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
SNOW is a dirty word in May.
Yeah. So Mariel, I did want to comment that the hair twisting has been passed along another generation. So
Who else does it?
Fraser does it.
Oh,
And we can only anticipate that Blair will do it as well.
I recommend it. It's a great way to keep yourself busy.
Well,
Oh, it's good.
cheerio for now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye all.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for coming, everybody who's left. I know lots have left already, but it was great to see everybody. And
Oh, it was wonderful.
we'll see Margaret and Mika later. We're allowed to have a few people outside, so that's what we'll be doing later and sharing cake.
Yeah.
I hope I
Okay,
get a piece
bye-bye.
of that cake.
Love you all.
Bye-bye.
Love you too, Margaret. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lexi. Thank you.
Yay.
Bye, Kevin. Bye, Wendy.
Bye, bye.
Great to
Enjoy
see
the
you. I
rest-
haven't seen you in so long.
Long before.
Mhm. There we are. Now the pictures get larger.
Oh, that's the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.